Have you ever walked into a room and felt like everyone could see right through you? Like a bird trying to swim among fish, flapping in water while they glide with ease? If you've spent your life feeling like you don't quite belong, sensing something different inside you that you can't explain, what I'm about to tell you will make it all click. There's a code in your DNA, a spiritual signature carried by only a small fraction of humanity. This code is why conversations feel shallow, crowds drain you, and why you've always sensed there's more to life than meets the eye. In this video, I'll reveal 6 unmistakable signs that prove you carry this ancient DNA code. These aren't random traits. They're spiritual markers, breadcrumbs leading you to who you truly are. Stay until the very end, because the 6th sign is the one most chosen ones miss until it's almost too late. Yet it changes everything. If your spirit is stirring and you feel this message is for you, hit the like button and subscribe. By doing so, you're not just supporting this channel. You're helping this message reach other awakened souls. And type "I am different" in the comments, because claiming your uniqueness is the first step to living it. Number 1. You've always felt like a stranger in your own world. Picture this. At a family gathering, surrounded by people who share your blood and features, you listen to their conversations about gossip, gadgets, or weekend plans. You understand the words, but not why they matter so much. It's like being a deep-sea explorer stuck in a kiddie pool. Everyone is splashing in shallow water, while your soul is built for the depths. You've learned to fake the small talk, laugh in the right places, but inside you're wondering, is this really all there is? This feeling goes back to childhood. Maybe you preferred speaking with adults because conversations with kids felt empty. You were drawn to mysteries, magic, or other worlds, while classmates obsessed over cartoons. Teachers may have called you mature for your age, or an old soul. Here's why. Your DNA carries the memory of lifetimes. While others may be here for the first or second time, you've been here many times before, gathering wisdom, pain, and joy. You're a spiritual adult among spiritual children. It's not a curse, even if it's felt like one. This inability to connect with surface-level life is your soul's protection, keeping you from getting too comfortable in illusion. If you fit in too easily, you might never discover your real purpose. The universe needs translators, those who can bridge the physical and the spiritual, the seen and the unseen. Your discomfort is actually your compass, guiding you to your extraordinary calling. And if you think this is intense, wait until you hear the 2nd sign, something you've been doing every day without realizing it, and it's probably been draining your energy for years. Number 2. You feel other people's emotions as if they were your own. You walk into a room and instantly know someone has been crying, even if they're smiling. Your mood shifts the moment you sit near a certain person, without a single word spoken. You're like a human antenna, constantly picking up emotional frequencies others can't sense. Imagine being fine at the grocery store, humming to yourself, when you pass someone in the cereal aisle, and a sudden wave of sadness hits so hard it almost brings tears. You check your phone, confused, but it's not your sadness. It's theirs. It happens all the time. You absorb coworkers' anxiety in meetings, strangers' heaviness on the subway, relatives' anger long after they've left. People may call you too sensitive or say you overthink, but what you have is a spiritual gift: empathic absorption. Your DNA carries ancient coding once used by healers, shamans, and guides to tune into others' emotions. But in today's world, you've inherited this gift without learning how to control it. Think of it like superhuman hearing. Every sound amplified. A whisper feels like shouting. That's what emotional sensitivity does. You're receiving everyone's feelings at full volume. This is why crowds exhaust you. Not because you're antisocial, but because you're processing the emotions of dozens or hundreds at once. Your soul is doing the work of an entire healing center without boundaries in place. Once you learn to manage this gift, it becomes your strength. You'll sense the truth beneath any situation, offer comfort that feels miraculous, and become a sanctuary for others. The key is knowing what's yours and what's not. And when you master that, your life changes. Now, the third sign takes place when you sleep, and it blurs the line between dream and reality. Number 3. You have dreams so vivid and emotionally intense they feel more real than waking life. These aren't random images. They're like high-definition transmissions from another dimension. You wake with tears from conversations with people you've never met in this lifetime. You recall landscapes with sounds, scents, and textures unknown to your physical senses. Sometimes you speak unfamiliar languages or hum melodies that don't exist here. In these dreams, you might talk with someone who feels like your oldest friend, even if you've never met. You discuss life, purpose, and existence, and in that moment, everything makes sense. But upon waking, the details slip away like water through your fingers, leaving an ache as if you've lost something precious. Here's why. Your DNA holds what spiritual traditions call the Akashic blueprint, a key to the universal library. While your conscious mind rests, your soul travels, visiting realms between worlds, downloading wisdom, connecting with other souls on your frequency. Those strangers who feel familiar, they're often soul family, beings you've known across lifetimes, and those prophetic dreams that later come true. That's your soul accessing the quantum field, glimpsing potential futures before they unfold. The more attention you give these dreams, the stronger they become. Keep a dream journal. Even fragments matter because they're not random. They're messages from the universe, crafted for you. Most dismiss dreams as meaningless static, but you've always known they hold truth, and they're guiding you to remember who you are. The fourth sign reveals why you're drawn to what others call strange, scary, or impossible, and why it's far more than curiosity. Number 4. You've always been magnetically drawn to the mystical and unexplained. While other kids asked for the latest games, you were fascinated by ancient artifacts, lost civilizations, UFOs, ghost stories, anything hinting at realities beyond what school taught. When adults dismissed these interests as phases or fantasies, something in you knew they were wrong. It's like a magnet pulled toward its true pole. You see a book on astral projection and reach for it before thinking. You hear about past lives, and your whole body listens. You pass a crystal shop, and something whispers, "Go in." This isn't random curiosity, it's recognition. Your soul is hearing its native language. Imagine growing up speaking only a local dialect, never knowing you had a mother tongue, until one day you hear it and feel instant belonging. That's what happens when you encounter mystical concepts. Your soul remembers. Maybe you hid this fascination to avoid judgment, secretly researching online, closing tabs when someone entered the room. You felt guilty for loving weird things instead of focusing on what's normal. But here's the truth. Your attraction to the mystical isn't a distraction. It's preparation. You're here to bridge worlds, bring ancient wisdom into modern life, and awaken what others have forgotten. Every book, documentary, and conversation on consciousness is part of your training. And when you embrace this openly, you attract your tribe, others who see beyond the veil. You realize you're not alone. The fifth sign challenges what society tells us we should want, and explains why you prefer solitude over being surrounded by those who don't understand you. Number 5. You'd rather be alone than surrounded by people who don't understand you. Society says constant interaction is healthy, but for you, solitude is freedom. It's like surfacing for air after holding your breath too long. Picture an eagle soaring alone above the mountains, compared to a noisy flock of crows. Both are birds, but they fly on different currents. The eagle isn't antisocial, it's designed for higher altitudes, for space and silence. You've been told you're too selective with friendships, or too comfortable alone. Friends try to drag you to parties, thinking you need to get out more. They don't understand that shallow connections drain you. Most people recharge through small talk. For you, it's the opposite. Meaningless chatter feels like fuel being siphoned from your soul. You operate on depth and authenticity, and shallow waters wear you down. In solitude, You reconnect with your own thoughts, emotions, and intuition. It's where your creativity and healing flourish. You're not avoiding people. You're preserving your energy for those who truly matter. And when you honor that, you show up with deeper presence and genuine connection. The sixth and final sign is the one most chosen ones miss, and it explains the restless feeling you've carried your whole life, even when everything looks fine on the surface. And number 6. This is the sign that most chosen ones ignore until it becomes impossible to suppress. You feel an unshakable knowing that you're here for something bigger, something more significant than just living an ordinary life. It's like carrying a seed inside your chest that contains an entire forest. You can feel its potential pressing against your ribcage, demanding to grow, demanding to fulfill its purpose. But unlike a regular seed that knows exactly what soil it needs and when to sprout, this spiritual seed comes without an instruction manual. So you're left with this constant, gnawing feeling that you're supposed to be doing something important, but you have no idea what it is. Does this sound familiar? You look around at your life, and on paper, everything might seem fine. You have a job, maybe a family, friends, responsibilities. You pay your bills, you show up where you're supposed to show up. But underneath it all, there's this persistent whisper saying, "This isn't it. This isn't why you came here." It's like wearing shoes that are 2 sizes too small. You can walk in them, but every step is uncomfortable, and you know you're not meant to stay in them forever. This feeling has probably been with you since childhood, hasn't it? Even as a little kid, you had this sense that you were different, that you had something special to contribute to the world. Maybe you couldn't articulate it then, but you felt it. You'd look up at the stars and feel this deep connection to something vast and important. You'd watch injustice happening around you and feel this burning need to make things right, even if you didn't know how. As you got older, well-meaning adults probably told you to be realistic, to focus on practical goals, to stop dreaming and start living in the real world. So you learned to push down that inner knowing. You convinced yourself it was just naive idealism, that everyone feels this way when they're young, that you'd grow out of it eventually. But you didn't grow out of it, did you? If anything, it got stronger. That sense of mission, of purpose, of being here for something specific. It might have gotten buried under years of conditioning, under the weight of others, expectations, under the fear of being different, but it never disappeared. It's been there, patiently waiting for you to remember. Here's what that feeling really is. It's your soul's GPS system. Just like your phone has a navigation app that knows your destination even when you don't, your soul has an internal compass that's constantly pointing toward your true purpose. That restlessness you feel, that dissatisfaction with ordinary life, that's not discontent, that's guidance. That's your inner navigation system saying, "You're off course. Your destination is this way." The reason this sign is so easy to miss is because we live in a world that profits from your complacency. Society benefits when you stay small, when you conform, when you don't rock the boat. But your soul didn't come here to blend in. It came here to stand out, to contribute something unique, to be part of the solution to humanity's greatest challenges. And here's the beautiful truth. You don't have to figure out your entire mission right now. You just have to start honoring that inner calling instead of suppressing it. Start saying yes to opportunities that make your soul light up, even if they don't make logical sense. Start trusting that inner knowing, even when others question your choices. Start believing that you really are here for something special, because you are. Your mission isn't separate from who you are. It's woven into your very essence. Every experience you've had, every challenge you've overcome, every gift you carry, it's all been preparing you for this moment when you finally stop running from your purpose and start running toward it. But recognizing these signs is just the beginning. Now you need to understand what it all means and, more importantly, what you're supposed to do with this knowledge. So what does it all mean? What does it really mean to carry this ancient DNA code? Here's the truth that will change everything for you. You are not broken. You are not too sensitive. You are not weird or antisocial or impractical. You are what humanity needs most right now. You are a bridge between worlds. Think about this for a moment. We live in a time of unprecedented chaos, confusion, and disconnection. People are more isolated than ever, despite being more connected through technology. Mental health is at an all-time low. Anxiety and depression are epidemic. People have lost touch with meaning, with purpose, with the sacred. They're drowning in surface-level existence and crying out for depth, even if they don't know how to ask for it. And into this world, souls like you incarnate. Souls who can't tolerate the shallow end of the pool because you're designed for the depths. Souls who feel everything because the world needs healers who truly understand pain. Souls who dream beyond the veil because humanity needs visionaries who can see what's possible. Souls who are drawn to the mystical because the world is starving for magic and meaning. Souls who choose solitude because you need to preserve your energy for what really matters. Souls who feel called to something greater because there is something greater, and you're here to help create it. You see, for too long, you've been trying to fix yourself to fit into a broken system, but you're not the problem. The system is the problem, and you're part of the solution. Your sensitivity isn't a weakness. It's a superpower that allows you to feel what needs healing. Your dreams aren't escapism. They're downloads of possibility that you're meant to bring into reality. Your attraction to the mystical isn't weird. It's your soul remembering its toolkit. Your need for solitude isn't antisocial. It's your way of preserving the energy you need to serve. Your sense of mission isn't grandiose. It's accurate. You are here at this exact moment in history because this is when you're needed most. Not in some distant future when you figured everything out. Not when you feel more confident or prepared. Right now. As you are, with all your questions, all your doubts, all your beautiful, strange, wonderful differences. You didn't find this message by accident. Nothing in your life has been an accident. Every moment of feeling different. Every experience of not fitting in. Every time you've questioned whether something was wrong with you. It's all been leading to this moment of recognition. The universe has been preparing you, shaping you, guiding you toward this understanding. You are not a mistake in the system. You are the system upgrade. You are not lost. You are found. You are not alone. You are connected to a vast network of souls just like you, scattered across the globe, all awakening to the same truth. Your time of hiding is over. Your time of shrinking to make others comfortable is finished. Your time of apologizing for being different has ended. This is your time to rise. This is your time to step into the fullness of who you really are. This is your time to stop trying to fit in and start standing out. The world doesn't need another copy. It needs the original you. It needs your unique perspective, your specific gifts, your particular way of seeing and being. It needs you to stop playing small and start playing the role you came here to play. Remember, lions don't lose sleep over the opinions of sheep. And you, my friend, are definitely a lion. So start roaring. If this message has awakened something in you, if you recognize yourself in these signs, then your journey of remembering has begun. And that means it's time to help others remember too. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. You know who they are. That friend who's always felt different. That family member who sees the world through mystical eyes. That coworker who seems to carry the weight of everyone's emotions. Send this to them, because sometimes we need someone else to hold up a mirror before we can see our own reflection clearly. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, if these words have stirred your soul and confirmed what you've always known deep down, then write, "I remember who I am," in the comments below. Claim your identity. Declare your awakening. Let the universe know you're ready. Also, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell, because we're building a community of chosen ones here, and there's so much more you need to know about developing your gifts, protecting your energy, and fulfilling your mission. And speaking of your mission, in the video appearing on your screen right now, I'm going to show you exactly how to start developing your spiritual gifts without fear, without overwhelm, and without making the dangerous mistakes that most awakening souls make. This is crucial information that could save you years of confusion and setbacks. Your awakening journey has begun. The question is, are you ready to embrace it fully? The universe is waiting for your answer.